Hey, what's up guys? Imran here, Monster Gadgets, and today we are going to test out the autopilot feature as part of the FSD setup. I just got the new update 2022.45.12 and we're going to check and see on a 33-minute, 20-mile trip, both city as well as highway, how well this does. So let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, welcome back. So I'm gonna go ahead and engage FSD, and from here on, as you guys know in my previous videos, I just let the car drive by itself and see how many times I have to actually disengage and take over. I am joined today by my beautiful wife, who is right here in the passenger side. You guys can't see her that well, but you can say hi.
I'm here. Hello, everyone.
Yes.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes, so it just did a maneuver right now. It went from the right lane to the left lane. Not sure why it did that, but it did. And so I'll just let it do its thing. A couple of things to note on here is the visualization on the new version has changed. It's more of a darker view, as well as how basically the track shows. It's a little bit wider, and it does a better job in displaying that. Second thing to note that I actually tweeted about is the in-cabin camera is a lot more sensitive now. There's a couple different times where I was literally on my phone just checking my message as this was engaged in the previous drive, and it quickly told me to pay attention. So if you're gonna do that, just be extra careful not to get a strike, because if you get enough strikes, then the FSD Beta gets basically blocked. So be super careful doing that. I'm not gonna do it for demonstration purposes because I don't wanna get a strike, but I've had a couple close calls where it's done that. So I'll let it go ahead and just drive. I'll probably time lapse this and talk about weird things that it does, or if it disengages, but otherwise enjoy the drive. All right, so I don't know why it slowed down there. So I just hit the gas pedal. There's no reason for it to slow down because there's plenty of space between the cars in front of me, and I have traffic behind me, so I went ahead and gave it a nudge. One of the features that I forgot to mention earlier is now it actually gives you an option to provide feedback if you disengage. And so if I hit the brake, for example, it'll tell me here to press the button to give a verbal feedback to Tesla on what happened, which previously it didn't. You could report it through holding the menu, but you couldn't talk into it and give feedback. So that's kind of a nice feature that they've added on.
I have a question.
Yes.
When it's engaged, will it never speed? It'll never go even 1 mile over.
So funny you mentioned that. I just changed it to, you can set it to whatever you want. So the speed limit's 40. You can go 5 above, and all you do is use a scroll wheel to bring it maximum or set it to whatever you want. And so you have that option. I normally leave it to 5 or 10 above speed limit, and it will not go above that.
Okay.
Yes. I believe on the highway currently the max speed you can set it to is 85. You cannot go above that. Okay, so right now we're about a mile away from the highway and it's already switching lanes over. I have it set to max 50 on a 45 and we're going about 38. So this wasn't the most efficient lane change because we're still so far away from the exit, and you can see there's room for cars to still pass this truck, but it chose to go behind it, which is kind of weird. So definitely needs some improvement in that area. And it's trying to come over. There's a car back here, you guys can see. I don't know why it keeps turning it off by itself. But let's see what it does here. And it's speeding up. There's no cars back here, so it could slow down and come over, but right now it's choosing to just go next to this car for some reason. And we've got a red light coming up, and now it's gonna come behind this car. Yeah, I don't like that. And a hard brake.
That's not safe.
Okay, so I'm gonna disengage. Oh, it stopped the turn signal by itself. That wasn't safe. It did a hard brake. There's actually a truck behind us. I'll show you that. And so that was not a safe maneuver.
So can you send a report?
We could just hold this down and send a report. Thanks for the feedback. I wish it would give you, like I said earlier, if you disengage, it gives you an option to give them verbal feedback. But I did not want to disengage. So we're actually standing a bit crooked because it decided to do a hard stop there. All right, green light, let's see what it does. Not sure why it's braking. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the gas a little bit because there's a car behind me. So this is an on-ramp. Speed limit's 30, I understand, but it's got to keep up with the flow of traffic, and it simply isn't. So it's just, let's go. You got to speed up. I'm setting this myself, otherwise it would have been going the 30, 35. Waiting last minute to change lanes is kind of making me a bit nervous. This lane ends very quickly here, and it has no turn signal, and it just came on last minute, so that wasn't good. I'm gonna go ahead and bump this up to 75. We are gonna have some tolls on the way, so I'm gonna grab my iPass. Did a fairly decent job changing lanes there. There was another car with a turn signal on, but it was aggressive enough to do it before they did. And as you can see, there's a car coming right here. Good job changing lanes there. I have noticed it's a lot quicker when changing lanes compared to the previous version. So we've got about 9.6 more miles, 12 more minutes until we get to our destination. We'll do an exit. I'm not gonna have to change highways again, so we'll see how well it does the rest of the way. All right, so we are about a mile away from the exit, and it just switched one lane over, so let's see what it does as we approach the exit. Changing lanes, getting closer to the exit. About half a mile out now. Exit's coming up. It's signaling, braking by itself. This exit does have tolls, so I'm curious to know what it does at the toll booth. I don't stick my iPad in the windshield, so I just hold it up each time it comes. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And it handled that really well. So if you notice a couple times, I checked my phone. I actually kept it in this area, which the camera's up here, so I don't think it can pick up. It probably thinks I'm looking at the screen because it's back here. But if I probably keep it up here, it'll probably pick up on it, which I'm not going to test out again. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn here. I'm going to be extra careful. This car is really next to us. It kept its lane the whole time, did a good job. And so far, so good. So it does this thing where it tells you there's an upcoming lane change, and it turns this turn signal on for just a brief second and turns it off. So it's done that 3 or 4 times now. I'm not sure if I'll be able to show that on video because of the time lapse that I did, but that's kind of annoying. And I'm sure people behind us probably did see the turn signal come on and then off. So not sure why it's doing that. Hopefully that'll be fixed in the upcoming releases, but that is a bit annoying that it does that. Now we're about 2 miles away from our destination. We're actually going to a place called Chai Tea. They have burgers and shakes and boba and different things, so we're going there for lunch. Also, if you notice, I keep moving up my max speed. I do have it set to 5 miles per hour over the posted speed limit, so I'm not sure why it's asking me. Well, it's not asking me, but it's going at the posted speed each time, and I'm basically cranking it up to go 5 above. So I'll have to look at the settings again and see if that changed with the update, but I originally had it set to 5 miles per hour above the speed limit. So my daughter's actually, she just made her YouTube channel. I'll leave it in my description below if anyone is interested in checking her channel out. So she's texting me about posting her first video. So Zaina, I guess I'm giving you a shout out now on my channel. So it'll make her happy if you guys go check out her video and give her a thumbs up on her first live video. We are just about there. We're gonna make a right turn here, and then we're 0.3 miles away. So far, so good. No disengagements, as you guys seen, but a couple of close calls, a couple of tweaks that hopefully with the upcoming versions will be fixed. As I mentioned, a few upgrades, including faster lane changes, response, things like that, which is awesome. But again, this is still a beta, so still some more work to be done. All right, we are at our destination, so it got us here without any disengagements. I'm gonna go ahead and stop it now, but as you guys seen, I had to accelerate a few times just because it decided to stop for whatever reason, but outside of that, I actually did not have to disengage. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. I can't do it, it's weird doing it this way. You wanna do it?
No.
Oh, she refuses to do it. All right, see you guys next time.
Oh.
Bye.